Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Tom's Takes. Today I'm over at Lucky Strike Entertainment. They are a bowling alley slash. They're more than a bowling alley. They have a bar. They serve food. They have an arcade. So it's kind of an upscale bowling alley. I drive past Lucky Strike every day on my way to work. They recently changed their name. They were originally called Bolero, but over the summer they changed it to Lucky Strike Entertainment. I actually know a little bit about Lucky Strike Entertainment. They are a publicly traded company, and outside of my 401k, I own. They are like my largest position I own of just my regular E-Trade account. It hasn't necessarily been doing well. The current price is $6.88, and I've got a little over 1,000 shares, and I paid about $10.40, so I'm a long way from breaking even, but it's more of an investment as opposed to a quick trade, so I don't mind holding on to it. They have a dividend, so every 3 months I get like $63 that gets deposited into my E-Trade account, so I don't mind holding on to it. I just hope that it could appreciate. I'm here today because I ordered their wings. They actually have excellent wings. These are my favorite wings, and I'm not saying that because I'm a shareholder. I recently I got the garlic parmesan. The ones I've gotten before were barbecue, I believe, and I forgot what the other ones were. It was like last year, but I posted it onto my Twitter account. But they are excellent. And the first time I ever had chicken wings was probably back in '95. That's when I started working at my first company right out of college. And it was not far from Hooters, and at the time Hooters was known for their wings, and they're probably still known for their wings, along with their busty waitresses. But I remember the first time I had the Hooters wings, and that was the first time I ever ate the chicken wings like that, where it was breaded and you dipped it in the ranch dressing, and you had the carrots and celery. It was a worldly experience. I was thinking about my time at my first company out of college. It was called the Hub Group. It was a logistics company, and I apologize. I'm competing with the music that's going on, but I remember back then in my memory, the first couple of years working there was magical. My friends and I, we would go to Hooters and we would just order the wings, and a lot of management would hang out at Hooters during their lunch hour. One of our top salesmen, there was a joke that used to go around that it didn't matter what time you took lunch, whether you took the early lunch, or whether you took it later in the day, he was always there. But I got to know him over the years, and he was a good guy, and he did hang out at Hooters for an extended period of time, but he wasn't a regular 9-to-5 guy. He was a sales guy, and he brought in a lot of money for the company. And Lucky Strike Entertainment, they own 357 bowling alleys, they own 6 water parks, and they own 5 amusement centers where they have like arcades and go-karts. I started accumulating a big position in Lucky Strike Entertainment. I think it's because I understand the business. Like 5 years ago, I lost a lot of money in the stock market on my personal account just because I was buying stocks in companies I didn't understand, thinking that there was a trend behind them. Like I lost a lot of money in a fintech company, PaySafe, and I'm down a lot in Icon Enterprises. I still am holding on to it, but with Lucky Strike Entertainment, I understood business, which was a big plus for me. They own bowling alleys, and I guess with bowling, it's big in the winter, in the colder months, but it's not as big during the summer. So they started buying water parks, and to save money on the electric bill, they would turn off the air conditioning in the evening, and they would put it on in the morning. And they have a $60 summer pass where you get to bowl 2 free games, free shoe rentals, $5 free arcade games. So all these promotions and what they were doing to save money and generate revenue, I understood it. So I felt comfortable owning the stock. But at the same time, it has been underperforming. I think it's because they're trying to grow too aggressively. They were just buying a lot of bowling alleys, and they were buying a lot of it on debt, and so they were kind of extending themselves. And their balance sheet right now is actually kind of scary. They have roughly $2 billion in debt, but they are cash flow positive, so that's a good sign. And lately, they've been more margin focused, and they've been slowing down on their purchases, and they're trying to fix their balance sheet and return money back to the shareholder in the form of buybacks and dividends. So I like their strategy. Originally they were going for growth, but they realized it wasn't necessarily paying dividends right away. So they're kind of slowing down on it. But other than that, it's a beautiful Sunday. After this, I'm gonna go. Probably for a bike ride. If you live by Lucky Strike Entertainment, I really recommend the wings. These are my favorite wings. They are really, and I'm not saying that because I'm a shareholder. I'm not a big fan of their burgers, so I do recommend their wings. Other than that, please share, comment. If you have any questions, drop a comment below, and I will respond to it. I don't get a lot of comments where I don't have the time to respond to it. So other than that, I hope everyone has a great Sunday.